Okay, is it working now? It should be working, I hope. Let me know if it's back. (1080p 60 frames. It's good? Okay, thank you. Alright, YouTube chat might take a bit to reconnect, because this software seems to work better for Twitch. I hope YouTube's back. Is YouTube chat back? No, my YouTube chat has left me. So sad. Anyway, this was the line that I was looking at, which is quite forcing. If he were to play bishop e3, I think I just immediately equalize and trade everything in this line here. And we would get like a queen coming to c2. And I thought maybe black's even better here. Like he plays something like d4. You can see it here. This was a classical game. I'm 2103. My opponent was 2267. Online, I'm like 20, 25-ish, but I guess just blitz, so it's not super important. Oh, sorry? What do you mean? No, don't need to be sorry. Wow, my considering I've been streaming on Twitch for like I think I've been streaming on Twitch for like a month with a black screen for most people. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That kind of explains why the streams are probably not doing very well on Twitch and okay on YouTube, because YouTube seems like it downscales it or something, and the Twitch doesn't. So I must say thank you very much for telling me, because yeah, most people just tell me that the screen is black and then complain, and like, I'm okay, and then I look at it on my device and the screen's not black, because I guess it's fine on a computer or something. I don't really know, but anyway. You have to be affiliated for multiple resolutions. I see. Okay. But anyway, let me just reload this page because it seems like the notation is bugged a little bit. So none of that happened. Got to flip back. And instead he went bishop d2, which allowed me to go knight e5. We get this trade and I play bishop g7, which I think is a fairly sizable mistake. Because we get the heavy piece ending. He goes queen e2. And now he has a very clear plan of building up with b3, playing f5 and just bringing all of his pieces into the play and trying to break me open on the king side. Additionally, if I allow him to go e5 right now, then I can get in some big trouble and get very cramped. Like, an e5, e6 position is not nice at all with, like, holes over here and stuff. So I have to go e5, kinda. He plays b3. I go queen d7. And this is not... It's dead zeros, but it's not my kind of position. I don't like it at all. He goes king h1. My idea behind this queen d7 is that I indirectly stop f4, by the way, because there's e takes on f4 here and then here, like this, right? And also the idea behind queen d7 is that after he plays king h1, which he did, I have a spare move of g5, and he doesn't have time for g3 because I have queen h3. So these were like kind of my ideas. He told me he didn't like g5. I think g5 was correct, but I messed up the following moves a lot and then got in huge trouble. Let me just check. Oh, the YouTube chat. Yeah, welcome back, Chess Fortnite. Yeah. Okay, we're back. We are back. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay. So he brought his rook to the middle, like this. And I 100% should have gone h6 here. Because then on queen d2 and rook e8, if he were to try and play rook e3, which he played in the game, I can play b6. And on rook f3, I can play f5. And then we get a position like this, which is considerably more playable than what I actually got in the game. This, in fact, looks quite decent for black. Even some chances here, maybe. If I can start pushing if he rejects the queen trade. This looks quite good. Plant the king on f6, no infiltration. Maybe black's even better. I'll check the engine, but... Yeah, okay. Black's not better, but... This looks... Like I'm not being tortured, essentially. Which... You'll see what happened in the game is I did start getting tortured. I was being raked over the coals, and it was not fun. So, g5 he didn't like. I think it was fine. Because he said it made a big hole on f5, which, yeah. But like if I had just played f5 earlier, I would have been okay. So he went f6. I went f6 here, which is just such a lazy move. Such a lazy move. I did not come up with his plan of rook e3, rook f3, rook f5 until it was too late. And I will 100% never forget this plan again, because I was just getting abused this game. I went f6, he went queen d2, then I went b6. So my idea was like, I'm going to be a little porcupine, and you can't make any pawn breaks, and then I'm just going to offer you a draw in a few moves. Because, yeah, there's not much play here, at least I thought. Then he went rook e3, and I was like, oh god. Wait a minute. Is he going to go rook f3 and then rook h5? Well, okay, what if I play... And this is my last chance, I think. Actually, I didn't even sense the danger at this point. I played this move quite quickly, I think. Which is just such a lazy move. It doesn't even do anything. I don't even know why I played this move. But this was my last shot. I'm going to label this with a mistake. I could have still played h6 here. And on rook f3, meet it with f5. And it's not as good as when I have the rook here. But it's at least... Oh, wait, no, it's terrible. Engine hates it? The engine hates me. I was like, this is at least playable. Wow, engine hates me. Okay, I did not know that, but the engine is not happy. It thinks that they're rook lifting and going to do some damage. Fair enough. But I thought this looked better than what I got in the game, which was rook d8. The engine's not happy no matter what I do. And then rook f3 and h6. I've got this dark squared kind of porcupine complex. But he plants his rook on f5, and I am now really in pain. The big problem is I can't play f5 myself, of course, because he has queen g5. So I'm too slow. And now his idea is so easy. He's just going to build up g3 and f4 very slowly. I have no more pressure on h3. And I have to come up with something, just anything to waste my time doing. Because I literally don't have a plan in this position. I have nothing that I can do. The only plan that I have in this position is to try and make his plan slightly more difficult. Which is really depressing. That is not a fun time in a classical game when you literally can't do anything other than stop your opponent from doing stuff. So I played queen e6. He can play the immediate g3, but he had so much time here to build up that he just didn't care. And just slow played it with queen c3, adding a bit more pressure. Oh, wait, no, I remember what my plan was with queen e6, actually. He couldn't play... I did stop g3 tactically because I was threatening c4. Yeah. So, but you get what I'm saying. Like, all I can do is try and make these little moves that make some threats and slow down his play a little bit, right? Because the idea is here I have queen c4. And then black might be better even. Black's probably doing quite good here with all his pawns collapsing. I have no idea though. It probably gets quite wild after f4. Yeah, it gets wild. Although apparently it's equal somehow. But he played queen c3 to put an end to that little dream. And then I played queen e8 so that now I can meet this g3 with queen h5. So you can see I'm kind of poking around. Yeah, the rook on f5 became a monster, exactly. I'm poking around in the position and just being annoying. That's literally all I can do, is just be like a little flea. And just irritate him. Because I literally can't move anything. I have no pawn breaks, and all I can do is just brace for impact, essentially. What's up, Stepu? We're analyzing a classical game I played. This is round number 5. I'm in currently first place by half a point, but playing a strong player, 2267. And yeah, I have to beat him if I want to guarantee first place, I think. If I beat him, I close to guarantee first place. But we'll see if that actually happened. I was struggling a lot here. He played king g2. I went queen g6. My idea now is that I can take on f4 like this. So I'm barely hanging on every single move. I'm trying to make threats, trying to be annoying and stop him from being able to execute his ideas. But he then moves his king to h2 and then says, okay, well, I'm going to just play f4. Yeah. I'm going to play a couple games after the analysis is done. Yeah, that's the plan. Then I play queen h5 again, and I'm just being annoying. Because if he plays f4 here, then I was going to, I think, play queen e2. And so I've stopped him again tactically. More tactics, just about hanging on. He plays f3 to stop it. And then I play rook d4 to try and disconnect the queen from pressuring over here, so that when he takes, maybe I can take with this pawn and he won't have as much pressure over there. He plays rook f2. I go rook e8. And here is where, yeah, it starts to get quite depressing, because he just goes queen e1 and slow plays it. I don't know why the lead chess analysis is here. I tried to delete that, but yeah. This came out of a Rossolimo, which it kind of looks like a typical Rossolimo gone wrong, to be honest. If I rewind all the way, you can see he managed to take over here. I gave him this bishop, and I got a fine position, but I first went wrong with trading the bishops. Should have played rook e8 and kept this bishop on the board. And then the heavy piece ending kind of started going a bit off the rails when he planted his rook on f5. But I was kind of poking, I was prodding and trying to keep him out of the game. And he was gradually building up to this f5 push. You also like this fianchetto line against the Rossolimo? Yeah, but it can go pretty wrong. He played f4, finally breaking through. He played queen e1 just to get a bit more support over, I guess. More pressure on the f-file. I play rook d6, once again, bracing for impact here. I'm just ready. I'm ready to get smacked over the head. He plays f4, and I go queen g6, still just bracing it. I'm saying, okay, if you want to capture once, I'll take with the rook here, and I'm ready to meet all of your moves. So he plays queen f1, and at this point, he really is starting to threaten stuff quite seriously. Like, for example, he's threatening to just go takes, and then I guess bring another. Oh no, he's threatening to go like takes, and then rook f7. So I kind of felt like I had to take a stand here. I couldn't just play this, because then I can't take with the rook. As if I take with the rook, and he's going to do this. Was there some b4 and c4 planned for me? You mean b5 and c4? I don't think so. It looks like he can just ignore it, I think. I think he can just ignore it. And also the a5 pawn would always drop. Like if I play this, the a5 pawn drops. So that's a big problem. And his queen was pressuring it a lot. Can you play? Yeah, after I finished analyzing this. But I think Stepu asked first. So if you tell me your username for chess.com, by the way, Stepu, I'll add you. And same goes for you, Dubak. So he plays queen g3. Another slow move. He's just improving it. But I think at this point he had a winning tactic with rook takes on c5. And I saw this. As soon as I played rook e6, I was like, I just lost to rook takes on c5. Because here there's f5. And then takes, and then takes. And I thought that this was a losing ending. And something like rook f5, and every single one of my pawns just collapses here, and I can't do anything. It's very sad. Maybe I have c4 though. I didn't notice this. Maybe I have c4. And here. Actually, this looks like it's playable. So maybe I wasn't lost. But I got lucky for sure. Okay, Dubjestrom, sure. So after this, I kind of just kept waiting. I played queen h5. He ended up taking it. And I was so happy that I ended up baiting him into this queen b8 idea. And I'm going to leave for a little bit to get some water. But I'm very curious to see if anyone can find basically the only way to keep the game going in the face of queen takes on b6 and total collapse of all of my pawns. Can anyone try and find the move to keep it going? I mean, you can kind of see it over there, but I'm going to hide the notation, and I want the full idea. There's a really, really cool tactic. But I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I can see no one's given it a go. I don't actually know how many people are watching. I do not know how many people are watching. How many you got on the YouTube? We have 4 on the YouTube. Start moving the queen around and play g4. Yeah, that's to be fair, that's pretty close. That's the start of it. Queen h4. If he takes here, then we have g4. That is correct. So that's the immediate idea. But here he made a huge mistake with rook g2, I believe. I personally think rook g2 is a big mistake. If he played rook 5 f3, I think I was in trouble. I really didn't know what I would be doing here. If he played this and then this, I was quite confused. And yeah, I was not feeling good. I was thinking maybe I can play this. This is pure desperation though. Like here, some idea with this. But this is getting extremely shaky, to say the least. And I just don't think it's any good. So he should have played rook 5 f3, I believe, to meet g4 with this. But he played rook g2. And this allowed me to play this really sneaky and weird idea. Starting with rook e5, he plays rook f3. Because if he doesn't play rook f3, if he instead takes on b6 now, then I go takes, and check. And all of a sudden he's getting mated. So that would be a funny way to go. He gets mated for trying to take his pawns. So he has to move the rook back. And I play queen back to h5 to gain a tempo on the rook, which moves back. If he moved back further, he probably should have played rook f2, actually. This would have been an interesting one. Maybe this would have been a better idea. But potentially I can play f5 here. Although I'm not 100% sure. Maybe f5 and rook e3. Something like here, here, here. Looks quite weird. Looks very weird, but actually black might be doing okay. Even sacrificing the rook like this. Which is pretty psycho. Like, this is just absurd. This is absurd. And this was the kind of stuff that was in the position, right? So very, very weird stuff. Hi, Dev. What's going on? He plays rook f3. Which actually, I think it might just be bad. Maybe on account of f5. No. Apparently he's winning after f5, but who could really say? f5 is definitely a complicated move. What is wrong with this line? Rook e3, f6, king here. Ah, queen c8 only move. Rook here, and then queen d7. Oh wow, and he gets to my king first, just in time. That's quite impressive. Okay, but we both might have been seeing some ghosts there. And then there's this really tricky idea with queen h5 followed by queen e8. And this is just filthy. Can you guys see the idea after he plays queen takes on b6? Can anyone see the idea? So I play queen e8, and then he plays queen takes on b6. What's the point? Why did I just bring my queen down like this? And by the way, if he trades queens, then maybe even black's doing okay. Maybe black's better. For example, trades, h4, I have rook here. So what's the idea behind this move and queen b6? What's the point? It's such a stupid tactic. I'll give everyone like 10 more seconds. Let's see. Queen c8, rook b7. Very, very close. But on queen c8, I would drop this pawn and then his queen gets away. The idea is queen a8 and just freeze the queen. Yeah, exactly, Jack. That's right. It's just queen a8. That's it. And freeze the queen in the corner. So both our queens would now be frozen like this. He can try and play on this side of the board, but I would just go king g6. And then if we get this position, like this, all of a sudden, actually, oh, no, sorry, not like that. Not rook takes it. It'd have to be pawn takes it. Pawn takes it. And somehow, his queen is stuck. My queen is kind of stuck too, but his is more stuck because he's going to have to take 2 pawns before he gets out. And then my rook gets to play in the game, and like, there's this weird ideas of bringing in my queen to an attack with the rooks, and he only has the 2 rooks to defend. I'll have an extra tempo to start an attack. So super weird stuff. Super weird stuff. Yeah, you'd have fallen for it. Well, there's nothing else to do. It's actually forced. After rook f3 here, you'll notice his queen is actually trapped, right? His queen is dead, other than taking the pawn. He has to take the pawn, because if he goes queen d6, then I have rook here, and if he goes queen c7, then I just go back like this, and we would end up transposing. So he's forced into this line. This line is forced. So it's very weird. The game's all about why taking on b6 is bad. Yeah, well, I think the engine likes it. But it was the next move that really sealed him in, which was d4. The queen trade is just equality. If he trades the queen here, I mean, he can't play h4, so maybe even black's slightly better. But it's at least equality. So he gets trapped. He tries to lash out with d4, which I'm assuming he saw from afar as a way to get... he escapes up a pawn, right? So he gets to jailbreak his queen. That's true, yeah. I did show a lot of instances where white can't take, but these are all just like weird tactics where I was trying to hold the position. But it does go to show that even in like these grim, depressing positions, there's a lot of resources that you can try and defend tactically against your opponent's threats. But it causes like I exerted so much energy trying to find these resources while he was just playing instantly because he only had to pick one line forward, right? Like when you're defending, you have to defend against every single possible threat that white could ever pick from. But if you're attacking, you only have to pick one line that's good. So the onus on the defender is so much worse. It's so much worse. But anyway, he played queen takes d4, and then I played queen b8, which is an important move because if I play a lazy move, like, I don't even know, maybe even queen h8, he's very close to playing rook takes on g5. Maybe not in this position, because actually the queen on h8 defends from the corner. But if I play like... Sorry, if queen takes d4, c5, I win back the pawn. No, I wanted to play c5 here, but he has rook takes on g5, right? This was his idea. And if he goes here, then rook takes on g5, king f6, rook f5, exploiting this pin. And after this one, then he goes this capture here, here, and then... Actually, maybe I'm winning this. I don't think I saw this line. I didn't see this line through. Huh. Oh, he has queen g1 though. Maybe? Maybe I'm surviving though. Yeah, I don't think I looked at this line properly. I was very low on time, by the way. I had like 4 minutes at this point, I think. But yeah, maybe I did have c5. But c5 I panicked because I saw rook g5 takes here, rook f5, and I stopped calculating. But maybe if I saw queen b8, I would have played it. I don't know. Is this good? Yeah, this is winning for black. c5 was a great move. Ah. I really thought he had this. I think I would have won the game. I haven't looked at the engine yet, but I think I would have won the game if I'd played this then. Wow. Yeah. I really thought that this rook takes g5 worked. And there was this. I ended my calculation right here. Wait, I should not have done that. The queen was hanging as well. Okay, my brain was just cooked, apparently. Yeah. So c5 was a big miss. But I included queen to b8 first. This is the same weird stuff. Someone's tried to do this my headphones are broken thing before. I don't get it. So weird. And then my idea here was that he can't play this anymore because I have rook g5. So I kind of like overreacted to his move. He played king h1. I played queen h8 now. Once again, no rook g5 because I have king f7 and now the rook is protected by the queen in the corner. Then I played queen h5. No. I will not be replying to you in the chat. And still no rook takes on g5 now because I can simply take it. I've added an extra protector. And then I protect my pawn over here. The idea was here that if you go here, then I think I can just capture this pawn here. Or I can also check first, I think, and play like queen here. And I'll be winning back this pawn. So these were my main ideas. He decided not to take on c6. I keep attacking his pawns, and then we end up trading into this ending where I play a quick c5, threatening a c4 here. I didn't end up playing c4. He actually offered me a draw after rook d2, and I accepted it, which was maybe a little weak, but I've been suffering for so long in this game that I think I just kind of wanted to end it and make a draw. But I think we both agreed that I could potentially play on with f5. Yeah, we agreed to a draw here. And I was like, we could play f5. Let me just put in the result now. Half, there we go. And maybe black is doing okay after f4 rook here and rook here from behind. But we were both so low on the clock here. I think I had like a minute and a half maybe. And I was just happy to see a draw on the board, which is, like I said, maybe a little bit lazy. but I was totally exhausted. I just wanted to end the game. Wow, C5 is craziness. This is not Lead Chess. This is the Chess Dojo website. It's like, it has a pretty good database where you can store your games for free. So it's kind of like Chessbase for free. It's like a worse version of Chessbase, I think. But it's not bad. They've got a good engine to use, and
here is what I found from
excuse me?
HyundaiTheobotSite.com.
Echo.
A good end.
Stop. Rather rude. All right. So that was that game. We're not gonna do my other game yet, which was honestly a complete barn burner of a game. It was so crazy. But instead, I'm gonna play some viewers now. Okay, who wants a game? Who's in the chat and wants a game? First one to send me their chess.com username gets a game. We'll see. It's a race. I've only got time for like 20 minutes of games. Yeah, Stepu, send me your chess.com username and then we can play. Tivolito, for sure. There we go. Hold on. Let me also... should probably change the title now. Because now we're just playing games. Should also change this one. Did I see Hans win today? No, I've not been watching. What tournament is it that's on at the moment? I honestly can't even remember. I cannot even remember. Let's play Blitz. 3+2. It's not the Grand Chess Tour, is it? The Grand Swiss? Yeah, the Grand Swiss, that one. You are so right. Let's play E4. I'm an E4 or a D4 guy. Let's play an Alpin. I do like the Alpin. It's quite... like, unfortunately, it's gone to the point where I only know how to play closed Sicilian, Alpin, and Grand Prix attack. And I have so little experience in open Sicilians, which is pretty weak. It was a clean win with a lot of brilliant moves. I mean, Hans is a good player. Hans is a very good player. No one doubts it. I mean, maybe some people doubt it, but that's a bit weird to doubt it. He's obviously like a top 10 player at least. I think is he top 20 now? I wonder what his rating is. What's the live 2700? What's going on here? Let's see where Neiman's at. Whoops. Excuse me. What's going on with Neiman? No, Guki's losing. Oh. Happened to Guki? Hans, yeah, Hans is top 20. He's doing good. What the hell? How Nepo's not top 10 anymore? That's crazy. Wow, everyone, it's all just the young players and the Indian players. Top 10 now. That's pretty wild. Okay, so what's going on with this game? I don't think this seems particularly impressive for black. I'm gonna castle and then have like some f-pawn push or something. Two bishops. What more could you want? What more could you want? I'm gonna offer the queen trade actually. This ending looks pretty chill. We have 20 top 10 players. Yeah, that's actually so true. I agree with that statement. I agree with that for sure. So let's threaten f5. I mean f4. Because they're all literally the same. They're all somewhere between like 27x to like 2750. And you can't tell me there's a big difference between a 2720 player and a 2750 player. They can all beat each other. It's just on about who's on form. That's really it. What the hell did I just do? I just blended a piece because I wasn't looking at the board. That's not good. Shit. How am I? I'm okay. I'm a piece down against an 1800, which is not good. It's not good at all. Let's play this. And then this. Nice to hear it. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, you clearly a bot. Clearly a bot. Make it content how to come back from losing. I don't think I'm coming back, mate. Do I stream daily? Jesus Christ. The bots are going crazy. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. What? I'm so lucky. I'm such a dog. Sorry. Sorry, my dude. That's unlucky. I don't care if you're a girl. I'm not interested in your bot. Your bot behavior. Like, what the hell kind of statement's that, man? Okay, let's play this. Yeah, you played too fast. Can I just say, am I right or wrong, Miss Alison Parker? Are you about to sell me your art and ask to connect on Discord and then like sell me some random like AI generated pictures? Just want to know. Just curious. Told you it'd be content. Yeah, exactly. Where am I from? Okay, fine. The personal questions come first and then you try to sell me the art. I understand. I am from the UK. We'll see. We'll see. I am interested, by the way. If you're not a bot, do you just like sell art on Twitch full time? Because that is quite an interesting one. And tell me if I'm completely wrong and you're not looking to sell me art, then I am actually sorry. I'm sorry for being so obnoxious. If I'm completely wrong. But if you are trying to sell me art, then I am vindicated. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's go here. If you take it, I'll attack your rook. This is content. I mean, I don't even know. This check is a blunder because now I'm touching you and you can't. Yeah. Don't take that out of context. And you can't go here because there's this. Okay. What are my goals in life? Firstly, I need to get my degree, and then we'll see. Like, I've got chess goals. Like, I want to at least get master. But, I don't know. Generally speaking, I just want to survive. I have no idea. I do philosophy. Yeah, I'm just taking things one step at a time for now. GG. I'll give you another game because that one was a little bit messy, a little bit sad. GG Stepu. Let's play Sicilian. Oh, he wants to give me a Russell emote? No. Open Sicilian. This one. Okay. This, by the way, this F3 approach, you might want to know, Stepu. Broader goals like future goals. Yeah, I've not really planned out that far, Dev. You're 25 and started playing chess 2 months ago. You reached 750. Yeah, I'll add you to the Q Chess Fortnite. You reached 750. What's the highest that you can get? I have literally no idea. And I can't tell you any differently. Literally, I have no clue how good you could get. No, it's not too late. Yes, it's too late. You're not going to be a world champion ever. Maybe if you're like exceptionally talented and just no life chess for the rest of your life, then you could probably become a GM, but I doubt you want to do that. I think most people who are like have an above average affinity towards chess and put like a reasonable hobby amount of time into it can probably get to like CM level. So if I were a betting man and if I thought you were going to play consistently at a hobbyist level and amount of time, then I reckon you could get CM. But at the same time, I have no idea. Okay, bishop h6. It seems dubious. Yeah, it depends on your effort and talent, true. And rook here. Now your queen's kind of like what the queen doing, right? Like what the queen doing? I don't know what the queen doing. It shouldn't be here. And I've got some weird threats, like queen a5 and some rook sacrifices as well. Depends on too many factors. Let's stop making mate threats. True. I mean, no. It's not just a game to have. Like, if you were to go up and tell a marathon runner, like, oh, well, it's just like an activity to have fun. Like, I don't know if they would probably tell you it's more to them than that. So it's exactly as much as whatever you make it. Don't know why I picked a marathon runner, by the way. Could have picked literally anything and done the same thing. But we're never going to play professionally? Yeah, of course. Of course. But even if you ask, like, I don't know, a really good hobbyist climber, they're probably going to tell you that it means a little more to them than just, you know, just a bit of fun. I don't know. That's just me. Let's go here. Now, what exactly is going on? I don't know. How can you play me? Just tell me your username and I'll add you to a queue. I'm playing Chess Fortnite before you, but then I'll play you next. And then after that, I'll probably finish up because I don't have loads and loads of time for the stream today. Astral X 2001? Sure. I'll add you. This guy's playing pretty good, though. So your username, your weight? Cool. Let's play this. I'm a bit turtled up. I'm 19, Dev. I'm very, very close. I think I'm like 2 months away from Gukesh. I think I'm 2 months older than Gukesh. Which is kind of crazy that he's the world champion. Liberate the bishop. You thought you knew I was older, but I'm just 2 years older? Yeah, it's pretty close. Let's keep the queen active and try and play this. I mean, it's a weird position, but somehow we're doing okay. You're 20, Dev? Yeah. So you've been watching for like a year as well. That's cool. Okay, bring out the bishop, attack the knight. And now it should be starting to collapse. So even though white kind of got everything they wanted on the h-file, I was able to do all these weird defensive moves from the side because I didn't take with the pawn like that. Okay. What are you going to do with just the heavy pieces? It's not going to cut it. Take. I mean, check. Huh, that's an interesting move, actually. Hold on. I need to come up with something. Let's go back. Like this. Have I disconnected? What's going on? He resigned? Oh, because he blundered a rook. I didn't even realize. Oh, man. That's so stupid. GG. GG. You tried, yeah. How did this go wrong? Your queen got too far away, I guess. What do you learn in philosophy? You learn how to think. You learn how to reason. I guess the logic stuff is probably pretty applicable. You can learn about like specific philosophies as well, like all specific philosophers and stuff they've written, like Nietzsche, like his genealogy of morality. Learn about, you can do ethics if you like ethics. You can do logic if you like logic. There's a lot of existentialism stuff if you want to do that. Like why would you even want to do? Why would you do anything? Like why do we like meta theory stuff like that? Is it more contemporary or older? Whichever you want. Like we've done some really interesting stuff with Plato and Aristotle related to his like dialogues. Not Aristotle necessarily, but Plato's dialogues of Socrates and like Gorgias and stuff. Do I know about the philosophy Al-Ghazali? No, I don't. I've not looked at that. No. The main stuff I've looked at is a little bit of ancient philosophy, a little bit of like practical ethics, because I've only done 1 year so far, and some sort of continental philosophy where I was mostly doing Nietzsche, little bit of existentialism, a little bit of Sartre, and yeah, all that stuff. Plato was a Chad, yeah, for sure. His name literally means broad shoulders. What a beast! Apparently, he was a big time wrestler as well. Where's Chess Fortnite? Champ. You've seen people go into journalism after philosophy? Is this you, Champ? You're GM now. It's possible. I don't know if I'd want to do journalism. Or the Republic and poets should be banished. That's kind of like not 100% there. Basically, as far as I know, which mind you, I've not read the Republic. But as far as I know, he's okay with like art and poetry to be used as an intermediary. You hope you were Jim, yeah. He's okay with like art and poetry as an intermediary because most people aren't capable of witnessing the light of like true philosophy, I think. And he's like okay with conveying the imagery as the shadows for the time being, like with his allegory of the cave and stuff. Yeah, the night one's you, yeah, I know. Because he doesn't think most people are capable of witnessing the truth. But he was quite elitist, to be honest. Whoa, you're 2300 now. Solid. But yeah, generally speaking, he doesn't like the poets and the artists. He thinks that they're all frauds. When did you get 2300, champ? Damn. Been going crazy recently. That's a nice graph. Fair enough. I've been tricked. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know that much about like Plato's Republic. For you, Nietzsche's the most realistic philosopher? I think Nietzsche was a little bit off the rails, to be honest. He was a little bit crazy to me. Like, I've only read a bit of his Genealogy of Morality, and he was a little bit cooked. Although, a lot of it is up to interpretation, and like how his sister screwed it up and turned it into Nazi material, which I don't know if that word is censored on YouTube, maybe. I don't even know. It's not like this video is going to make much money anyway if it gets demonetized. But supposedly, you can interpret his material about like the strong should dominate the weak is kind of more of a description than like an actual like analysis and suggestion. It seems like more of a description than a suggestion, where he says the strong do dominate the weak rather than they should. But at the same time, it doesn't look super good. Doesn't look super good for him. Do I like Karl Marx? I don't know that much about Marx, I'm sorry. I mean, I know a little bit about like his alienation, exploitation, and all of these. I would just be able to say keywords. Like, I really don't know that much about Marx. Yeah, Nietzsche was sick. He kind of lost his mind. He was just hanging out in the mountains. Doing his thing. Let's retreat. How many people are in the queue? I don't know. I think one. I think I'll have time for another game after Chess Fortnite. A bit cramped, to be honest. A little bit cramped. but I reckon it's okay. If he plays e4, I'll just take it and then survive. I think I can... No, I can't. I'll play knight g7. Do you like Karl Marx, Dev? You're a big Marx guy? Okay, somehow my position is surviving. The knight's fianchettoed, yeah. It's actually not that bad, though. The knight's kind of good fianchettoed. Because it's protecting e6 somehow. What is this? Why have you given me a piece? I mean, a pawn. Okay, let's take it with the bishop. Weird decision. You read his Communist Manifesto, but you don't support communism? You like capitalism. Fair enough. I mean, I kind of have a pretty basic view that, like, objectively communism is probably good, but it just won't work because people's nature's like completely screwed. So I don't think it would ever work. But that's a pretty standard view, I think. Maybe I should have played knight f5 though. I don't really know. The ponies are kind of hopping. The ponies do be hopping. He's got to go queen e1, right? No, he goes for this. Okay. Can you play next? I think Edut asked me next. Let's play f6. Oh wait, was his queen trapped? Oh wow, his queen was trapped. I'm a fool. Oops. It's still close to trapped. Let's play this. You're next? Okay, right. My bad. Okay, how am I gonna win this though? It's an interesting one. Let's play b6. His rook was trapped. Okay. That was a weird slow game, but somehow it worked out. Let's exchange the rooks. Okay, it's probably resign time now. Like this. Eventually he's going to be in Zugzwang or something. Okay, all the pawns are going. Chess and stuff, you're next? Okay, cool. Ooh, 2300. Another serious player. GG, by the way, Chess Fortnite. You have definitely improved since we last played. I've sent you the challenge, by the way. Chess and stuff. He's sending me a message. One viewer. So sad. What? Wait, has the... No, the YouTube's currently working. Well, you got 17 viewers. Let's go. Alright, let's play a d4. 2307. Joined 10 days ago. Uh-oh. Please just say that you are a second account of someone who's already a good player rather than a dodgy one. Okay. Yeah, GG's Chess Fortnite. I don't know that you necessarily fumbled. It was kind of a tough start position, to be fair. I've not analyzed it, though. Did you have a winning advantage? Were you winning at some point? You're not a cheater, don't worry. Okay. You can understand my suspicion, whenever I see an account that says it's 10 days old, I do get suspicious. You get that, right? I think that's pretty reasonable. Let's play e4. I don't quite remember the theory of this that well. This is like what I think my course recommends on the Benko. Recommends like a4, rook a3, which is really weird. But I don't really understand it that well. Excuse me. You were hoping to beat me with the Zuckertort that I advised you not to play, but it didn't work out, yeah. Well, exactly what happened, right? You got the dark square bishop that's bad. That's why I don't like the Zuckertort. You closed your account and forgot the emails to create another one? Okay. Fair enough. Let's play this. And do I play h3? No, I can just castle. Ooh, what do I play here? Is it queen e2 maybe? I think it's queen e2. It's like queen e2, knight b6, a4. It's some weird theory. Also, queen e2 overprotects this pawn on e4. I'm not familiar, by the way, with knight d7. The only move that I know here is bishop a6, where you play queen e2. So I'm kind of just playing queen e2 against this as well, which is maybe not right. Okay, a4 looks very natural here, though. Followed by rook a3. So that now I can take with the pawn. Or the knight, I guess. Okay, what now? Maybe knight d2? Looks quite logical. Now knight c4. Knight e5, f4. Knight b6 maybe. But knight b6, his queen's super trapped. Okay, he takes this way. I think I take with the pawn. But maybe I take with the knight. Take with the pawn, queen c7, knight c4. No, I should take with the knight, because I don't want to, yeah. That's why my queen is here, with the overprotection. And also, this enables my rook to swing over. I mean, this is very weird. I'm doing some weird stuff, but it makes sense. It does make sense. And my idea is I want to go knight c4. Knight c4. And then, like, try and get something going with this. Because I want b3, but then my rook gets stuck. Do I think 2500 is possible in the next couple of months? Maybe, if you have a really, really good run. But I also don't know. Because 2500 is a big, big leap. I mean, have you even made 2400? Have you made 2400 before? Because I think between my first ever... What is this? I think I can just leave it there. Between my first ever go at 2300, because I have 96, some tactics. Between my first ever 2300, I think it took me 2 years to get 2500. But that's just me. Maybe you can improve a lot quicker, I don't know. After chess and stuff, can you play? I think so, yeah. Oh, on bullet. You've made it on bullet before to 2400, is it? But I don't know. They're such different skills, bullet and blitz, right? They are such different skills. Ooh, what is he doing? Can I play bishop e3? Bishop e3 is kind of class. Because he takes my rook, I take his bishop, his rook is hanging. And then I play bishop c3 and I try and mate him on the... Yeah, this is cool. Let's play it. No, I play king f2. Or maybe I play queen e2. Like this. Something like this. Yeah. Do I have rook h1 though? Now queen in? No, I don't. Damn. Damn it. Okay, draw. Will I push for 27? Maybe. It was such a weird game. I was trying to do something cool, but then I regretted it greatly. I thought I was quicker. I thought I was quicker on the mate. GG chess and stuff. Damn. What's going on here? Brother, yeah. E4, big blunder. Need A4 first. What? Ah, whoa, that's so bad. I needed to play A4. What do I think about your level? I mean, you played a good game. Should have been cooking. But then it went a bit wrong. Wow, I thought this sack was going to be good. Turns out it's not. F5. Ah, F5 is nice. This idea was just really dank. And he found Rook B2, which was the only way, I think. I should not have held this ending, for sure. I got some tricks in and then made a draw. Okay. No, I mean, you played a great game. Orange generator. Or Hanginator. I don't know what. Yeah, Rook B2 was nice. It was like kind of obvious because otherwise you're just getting mated, but it was still nice. Why are all my viewers so strong? Oh, your name's Orhan in real life. Nice. Or Oren. I'm not sure. Probably Oren, yeah? Oh, do I have a viewer that's like below 1800? I swear. Every single one that watches me is just like a top level club player. I don't get it. Has to be a correlation there. It is a nice name. Okay, I mean, I'm probably going to finish stream, by the way, after this game. Because I have to go pretty soon. Let's play. Okay, he's a close Sicilian player. I respect that. You're 1100? Finally. But even 1100's like not that bad. Like, I don't have many like, I don't even know. I don't have many 400 rated players. And 400 is meant to be the average rating, isn't it? I mean, low rated players are very much welcome on the stream. It means an easier game for me and one where I don't have to be as stressed about losing. Because as always, I don't know quite how much worse I play, but it's got to be at least a couple hundred points when I'm either streaming, trying to read comments at the same time, because like 50% of my focus is on reading comments and talking, and then 50% of the focus is on playing the game. When normally it's like 100% of the focus, I'm just playing the game silently. That's how I would do it naturally, right? Does that make sense? You have 1650, 70. That's so true, actually, yeah. You are indeed. And I think I was 2300, right? When I first started. So you've made insane progress. And I've got about 200 points. So like, but then again, the points get harder to get the higher rated you are, so it's kind of give or take. I think C4 is a pretty cool move here. Trying to clamp down a little bit. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what 100 points of progress from like 25 to 2600 would be compared to like Whether or not that's comparable to like the journey between 1000 and 1500, maybe. I'm not sure. It's an interesting one. I was pushing 2400 rapid, yeah. But I've not made a lot of progress in rapid because it's kind of just either infested with cheaters. Maybe I should go back and start playing rapid on this account because I've not played in so long. Only girls can play and talk at the same time. Multitasking legends? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's play Bishop out. I think it's just a skill. It's just a skill like any other. I'm not particularly good at it, but I'll give it a go. Can I not take and play e5? Kind of disrupting the position a little bit. Maybe f5 should be played. But it's not easy. Not sure. Your username is Brilliant Guy 101. Oh right, yeah, I remember. Yeah, we can probably still get a game. Let's take. Okay, black should be better now. I would guess. Just a little bit though. Not a lot bit. Now black's doing good because you've got the isolated pawn. And I can play this one all day. Back then your aim was to catch up to me and it's still the aim and you're gonna try your hardest to catch up? Yeah. Damn it. I'm gonna have to keep making progress. I'm gonna have to get 2600 soon to make it a challenge for you to catch me. Because I reckon you will get 2500 chess Fortnite. I reckon you will get it. So I'm gonna have to keep running away. Pratyush Raj, you gotta wait for the game to end before we can play, mate. Can't just resign the game and then play you. Let's go after this pawn. Okay, queen e6. And now he's all a little bit loose, a little bit loosey goosey, mate. Not so easy. Yeah. I'll play you and then end the stream. I'll play you and then end the stream. I'm too strong, don't push? No. Dude, my goal is still FIDE Master, so we've got a long way to go for that. And I'm imagining that getting better at classical should get me better at least blitz. I'm not sure if it'll get me better at bullet, because I've noticed my bullet just keeps getting worse. Like as I get better in general, I just seem to get worse at bullet, which is kind of depressing. You're 1870? Fair enough. That's what I'm saying, man. Why are all my viewers so good? Why are all my viewers so good? Let's play queen e5. 1057, how do you improve? GG. Probably, I don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are exactly, because I've not looked at your games. But I would say having a strong focus on tactics and drilling basic tactics will probably do you a lot of good. Yeah, I'll play you next. What is your username again? So, like, making sure that you've really got the fundamentals. Sort your tactics by themes. Do themed tactics and then, like, grind the pin tactic, for example. You don't consider bullet a serious chess? Yeah, you always regret it. It's true. It's true. I always just feel disgusting whenever I play it. Because if I play bullet and I try and play well while playing bullet, I just flag every game like up a queen. And if I try and play Bullet to win the game, then I'm the guy flagging everyone else down a queen. It just feels like, yeah, no matter what, it's just no good. You don't feel good about it. What's your username, dude? Pratyush, what's your username? Come on. I've got to go for 5, so you just tell me your username. I'll send you a 3-2, and we can play it, and then I'll finish up. I don't have time, Davin. Sorry. Or Davin. I'm just gonna play Pratyush, and then finish stream. But he's not sending me a challenge, not letting me know his username. Any chess books? Only one I can really recommend is Dvoretsky, but I wouldn't recommend it to like almost anyone who's below 2000 because it's a pretty tough read. It's a pretty tough read. But I do think it was really helpful. There's a lot of mouse skills, true. Yeah, exactly. Although I'm fairly fast, but I mostly, I'll tell you what the real problem is. The real reason why my bullet rating is so trash is because the only times I ever play bullet games is when I'm going to the toilet on my phone. Which, probably not a very nice topic to talk about on stream, but like, that's why. That's why I'm so bad. Do I have premium? Yeah. Can I review your account and view how many brilliants you've done? No. Firstly, I don't have that level of premium. You need higher level premium. I only have gold, which is the cheapest one, and I bought it ages ago. You subscribed? I'm a nice guy. Thanks. Pratyush, I've sent you the challenge, mate. Your microphone is not working. Can we please chat? What game do I stream the most? I stream chess. Please stop harassing me and asking me to chat to you and then sell me art. Does anyone think that Twitch is just like, it's just a wasteland? It's just a desolate wasteland of scammers, people selling you stream, I don't know, people selling you viewers, people trying to sell you their art. Like, it's such a wasteland. Wait, I got the challenge. Oh, there we go. Is this rated? I hope it's not. Hey, how am I? I'm doing good. Danielda, please do not be another AI, or not AI art, another art seller, or someone's trying to sell me viewers. Like Twitch is so cooked, man. Dark Vorder, welcome. This is probably the last game of the stream, unfortunately. So you might have gotten in a bit late. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go after this one. So this is my last game. Find a lot more genuine guys on YouTube. Yeah. You're an artist, but not a scammer? Yeah, I know, I understand. Right? But you get what I'm saying. Like, it's all either scammers or artists. And I'm not looking to buy any art at the moment. So if just to like make your job easy, if you were only here to try and sell me some art, then you can move on and try and find someone else. But best of luck to you. Okay, play this. Yeah, I'm not here to waste your time, you know. Okay, should be a little bit better for white. Oh, you're not trying to sell arts, but you're a designer here to watch me. Okay, cool. I'm also an artist selling the art of chess. That's truly poetic, Chess Fortnite. That is beautiful. You have such a way with words. Although, to be honest, Plato probably wouldn't like you with all that poetry. You might want to be careful. You love chess? That's great. I love chess too. You've come to the right place. Unfortunately, we're not playing any more viewers today. This is the last game. This is the last game. But catch me another time. I'm sure we could play a game. All right. How on earth am I going to win this? Let's find out. Let's find out on this episode of Grind Like a Grandmaster. Are we going to be grinding like a grandmaster or crying like a grandmaster? Anyone else watch Ben Feingold? I think he was actually kind of useful. Like when I was 15, 1600, Ben Feingold had some good stuff. Okay, both of us are bond clouding. This is good tech. You watch him but not regularly? Yeah. I mean, the problem is, eventually a lot of his stuff becomes quite redundant. But I would say for most people, his stuff's really good. Like his rules, even though they sound pretty stupid, like never play F6, never play F3, it is good advice for beginners, for sure. He is a bit trolly though. He does troll quite a lot. So sometimes you can't tell when he's being serious or joking. Let's play B3. Just a quiet move. Maybe I should have played A4, but I'm definitely playing A4 now. We've got this blockade, which is quite nice. And here we are playing the rat opening with F3 and F6. Yeah, exactly. Rata, rata, rata. I mean, yeah, what am I even saying? Like a rat. What do I think of the book called Logical Chess? I don't know. I've not read it. So I cannot vouch for it either way. Let's drop back. Oh, did I blunder? I blundered D4, guys. Spicy, spicy. He misses it. Let's take. Maybe I was doing okay. I actually don't know. I could have sacked the rook, and I think it's quite okay. But definitely interesting. Okay, we're back to the positional bind. Any flags? Yeah. I mean, it was getting almost impossible to hold with the positional bind. I did blunder. It was big blunder. Oops. Yeah, the game kind of like solidified, and then I was grinding, and then I screwed up. Missed D4. But he could have won my exchange, and that would have hurt. You didn't get increment? Wait, what? Oh. Oops. Wait, why did you not have increment? I thought I challenged you to 3+2. Oh, well. I'm sorry about that. But I really do have to go. GG's, Pratyush. Unfortunate about that one. I did think it was 3+2, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess you won't get any increment. I mean, the game was losing anyway. Cats play chess very well. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay. Well, I have to go. GG's. GG's, everyone. Bye-bye. Ending stream.